This is The Emotional Traders, where four aspiring traders talk about their emotions, the trials and tribulations, and the ups and downs of trading the forex market. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to episode 4 of The Emotional Traders. My name's Lee, and today I'm joined by my good friends Jose, Edge, and Nev. Lads, how are we doing?
Morning. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, good here as well.
Yeah, all is fine.
Super. So, episode 4, four of us, the band of four's back, which is great. We've managed to make it a second week rolling with the four of us together. This is the week commencing. Let me put up my calendar. Week commencing the 19th of February. So, we'll do a 10-minute round the table, how everybody's week went, and then we'll finish with today's theme of, I don't know how best to describe it, but when you're trading, you get a feeling of fuck it. It's the only way to think. I can say, as we've spoken about, is that emotion where you almost feel either the challenge is gone or your trading week's ruined, and you said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to do what I want here. The rules and discipline are out the window. Fuck it. So we'll talk around some of that emotion. I think Nev, you had a moment this week.
I have plenty of fuck it moments.
That fuck it moment. So yeah. We'll come on to that. But Nev, I'll come to you first. How's the week been? And you can, if you want, touch on that fuck it thing.
Yeah. So it's been okay. So I've changed up my strategy this week. I've switched over to a small personal account. So I'm trading a lot less size this week, which has meant I've taken a lot of the emotions out of it, which has been nice. I've been a lot more patient. I'm not chasing that percentage, which is good. And because it's small size, I've kind of just disconnected a lot. So I didn't want to just go full on paper trading mode, because I think after that you can sometimes have a bit of apprehension to start again. So I wanted to still trade, but not kind of risk a lot or risk any money. So yeah, it's going well. I'm still finding my feet after having the slump, after getting the kind of euphoric funded stage. But I think I'm close to coming out the other end of it. Well, I hope I'm close to coming out the other end of it, but you just got to keep chugging away. So yeah.
Good. Okay. Jose.
So I'm currently in a challenge that I decided to call Patience Challenge, because I feel like it was something I really needed to focus on, being patient, waiting for the right moment. But then it triggered a lot of another emotions. When I'm too patient, I miss out on moves, and then I don't get very patient anymore. So exactly what happened. I only did one trade last week, and only one trade this week. It was a subpar setup, and ended up with losses. So I decided to step back a little bit after talking to you guys. I've been through quite a lot of change in my trading strategy, so I decided to stop for a minute, run a few back tests, and do kind of a flow chart of all my strategies, and then go from there. So right now I'm not actively trading. I mean, I'm looking at charts, but I decided to first build a little bit more, get my confidence in. I feel like it's a step back to give much more steps forward. I hope, and yeah, it's where I'm at. What about you, Lee?
I had last week was interesting. So I spoke last week about the phase 2 being stuck in limbo. Funding pips had some issue with the broker. They paused all the accounts, so my phase 2 with them was put into limbo. Last week I thought, well, I'm waiting for this phase 2. I'll start a new phase 1 and just go balls to the walls. Started the phase 1 and lost the phase 1. But I think, Edge, you pointed out to me, it was kind of getting out of my system. I think I did feel frustrated. I really wanted to start that phase 2 last week, and in my mindset, I'd already in my mind passed phase 2 last week. So then when I couldn't trace phase 2, I did as the week went on start to feel really frustrated. Think I just want to fucking trade this thing. So I started a phase one. I was quite aggressive on my risk percentage, which I was going in trades. There was no element of, there was no FOMO. I stuck to my plan, stuck to my bias. I do think I rushed my entries too much, and stop losses were probably too tight. I could have a lot more sensible stop losses. And I think when I did my weekend reflection, I actually think it was because I was trying to rush the phase one as quick as I could to get back into a phase two state of mind. So absolutely rushed it. Listen, it was a phase one. I bought off the cuff. I'm not going to cry about it. It is what it is. I started a new phase one this week. Again, still waiting for this phase two lumbo, and I got a nice 3%, almost 3% profit yesterday on it. So phase one's 3%, and delighted to get phase two credentials back yesterday as well. So I'm now in a phase two starting and a phase one 3% up. So all good on my side.
Lee, just a quick question. How are you actually feeling about that phase two? Because I've had multiple times where I've passed a phase one, I've jumped straight into a phase two, and it's been a bit detrimental. So how are you feeling about it now? Now you've had that week.
Yeah, I feel good actually. Yeah, I think this is my third or fourth phase two. So I just want to trade it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to trade it, and I just want to get funded. So yeah, I don't feel apprehension. I don't feel nervous. I kind of just, is what it is. I just want to crack on now. So I'm hoping third or fourth time's a charm.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. I'll be saying that in 100th time. Yeah, all good though. Edge, how was yours?
Yeah, pretty boring week from my side, really. Waiting for a payout tomorrow. So
Man, that's tough, eh?
Sounds quite exciting to me.
That's fucking tough life, that.
Yeah, but I mean, trading wise, you're just sat here twiddling your thumbs, waiting for the payout. Like you're not really trading. And
But I think that's something good to call out actually, because that's probably how it's meant to be. Like, really,
Yeah.
you're waiting for that
Yeah.
payout. You're waiting for the ultimate goal. So
yeah,
if you're winning, it should be boring, right?
yeah. The only thing though this week is I've called a couple of trades that would have played out, and the market I think is kind of in a good state for my kind of strategy. So it's been good and bad, right? So kind of missing out on trades, but it is what it is. I'm waiting for a quite nice payout, so can't really be too disappointed, right?
Good.
So, Edge, I'm curious. What was the reason to, since you're waiting, to avoid being in another challenge, for instance?
Literally, the only thing is that I've already got a couple of challenges with Funded Engineer, and they're obviously having problems as well. So I don't want to buy another challenge until those are kind of out of the way. That's it, really. I just waiting for them.
This is something I'd love to touch on in another episode. I don't know whether it's emotionally related, but I'd love to talk about what's going on with these prop firms, because it seems something sketchy is going on. All of a sudden they'll come out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden they're just kind of crashing and burning. I don't know what it is, whether it's legislation or they've not been set up rightly, or they don't have the right due diligence done it. I don't know, but something's going on.
I think it's mainly just the MetaQuotes is not allowing US traders.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously all of these prop firms want to have traders from the US. So they're having to think on their feet and try to sort it out quickly, I guess.
True. Okay, that was a very, very quick round the table this week. So that feeling of bucket, Nev, give us the case study. What happened, and we can talk about that emotion.
So yeah, I mean, for the traders listening, I'm sure you know exactly what Lee's talking about when he says the fuck it mode. There isn't a better way to describe it, because it's just when you say fuck it and nothing ever comes after. Well, I find nothing good has ever come after I've said fuck it. I feel like there's two different ends of the spectrum when it's kind of happened to me. The most recent one is a drawdown fuck it. So it was towards the end of last week, and I was trading the funded account. and I was already down on it for the week. And it got to Friday, and I wasn't even feeling anything about the trades. I was just kind of like, fuck it. Like, I was in a couple of trades. They were in profit. I didn't really take anything because I wanted more. Obviously, the greed was there as well. But I just kind of got to that phase where I was just like, well, I just don't care anymore. I'm just kind of just losing the will on this one. And I think it's a dangerous place to be. I think when you're not thinking straight like that, you can make some rash decisions which go against you. And it's sort of like a downward spiral. So I think what's helped for me, and something that I haven't done recently, but I probably should have done, is paper trading. I did paper trade Monday, Tuesday last week, which was really good. But then when it got towards the end of the week, I was just chasing my losses. So I didn't really fancy paper trading it. But I think that's one of the ends of the kind of fuck it spectrum, the drawdown one. And then another one is actually when you're in profit. So I think, well, it's happened to me before where I'm already in profit. I've taken a loss, and then I just want to get back up to that high water mark. And instead of just cutting my losses and thinking, nah, that's okay, I'll stop now. I'm already in profit. I thought, fuck it, I'm going to get back up there. Put on a trade, and obviously haven't got back up there, and I've just lost more. So I don't know. I just felt like it's something that most people experience. And I think the sooner you can realize it, the better. I think if you can realize it before you actually press the button to put on a trade, then that's great. I don't know if any of you guys have actually realized it or felt yourself in the same situation.
I've experienced it as it's always, I feel, a challenge is going so far into drawdown. So I was like, fuck, it's going to get lost anyway. And I think in the moment, that fucking feeling feels right. It's like, I feel relaxed. I feel calm. Like, this is the way it should feel. I shouldn't feel emotions about my trading. Therefore, fuck it. I'm going to crack on. And the flip side is you're so far in drawdown. Is it worthwhile just saying fuck it and go for it? Or if you were to stick to your trading plan, stop what you're doing and come back another day or another week, could you recover the challenge? And it's always a what if, and I don't know. But that fuck it feeling of saying, do you know what, I'm going to go for it and just fuck it. It feels right in that moment. And then after, that really wasn't right. Why did I do that? But emotion-wise, you can't almost talk sense to yourself. It just feels that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, and it's silly because even if you are in drawdown, say for example you're in drawdown, I don't know, 6% on a challenge where the max drawdown's 8%, you've still got 2% there to play with.
I know, that's the thing. Yeah,
you can still easily put on a 1% risk, get a 3-hour trade, and you're pretty much, you're on your way to being out of the mud.
And that's the strange thing.
It doesn't make sense.
Fuck it. Yeah, it's only 2% there, but I'll just blow the account and start fresh. But actually, if you come back next week, had one winner, you're now down to 4%. So hold on a minute. It's a strange feeling.
Yeah.
Jose Edge.
Yeah, I think we enter a state where we want to avoid a certain outcome or want to reverse what's happening, and then we want to rush things. And there's when shit hits the fan, right? We do a bad decision, and then we enter that fuck up state. Yes, of course, I've been there. But yeah, I think the point is we must develop strategies to recognize when we are in that state and when we must jump out. Like, oh shit, I did a bad decision. Now I feel this feeling. I must get out. I must shut the computer or go get some fresh air or run a few days back test or paper trade. I mean, that's a state that we must avoid at all costs. What do you think, Edge?
For me, it's a bit different, really, because I usually only get into that state when there's something going on kind of in real life rather than within the trade itself. So for me, one of my absolute worst trading traits is when I'm tired. So if I'm tired, then everything kind of logical goes out the window. And then on top of that, if you've got something going on kind of in your life that isn't kind of going to plan, then that's when I always seem to get into that oh fuck it mode, because it's like, well, something negative is going on, so may as well try to get the, I guess, the high from within trading. So, but it's never really when I'm in drawdown or profit. It's kind of completely separate to where I am within the trade, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's a great point as well, and that's probably another a topic for another day, because I think your personal life can spill over into trading so much. I don't feel like you can have a kind of chaotic personal life and then an absolutely calm trading life. It just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you've got to control your emotions in all parts of life. And I suppose it's the same as discipline. You can't be completely undisciplined in your usual life and then expect to be a kind of perfectly disciplined trader. It just doesn't work like that. They need to mirror each other, which is something I've heard quite a lot before. And I don't know if you guys feel like that as well, but it's something that I've tried to kind of adapt my personal situation.
It's actually something that I do want to do a full show, and actually I think we could probably do a bigger show, because Jose, you and me have said before that actually we got into trading to make money, but actually by getting into trading, it's actually changed who we are. So we've changed to become a better trader, but actually we've had to change our whole us as a person, bigger and broader than just trading, to be successful at trading. So it's a weird dynamic in terms of becoming more disciplined and more resilient and a stronger mind outside of trading, just to be a better trader. But actually the positive benefits are we're better in far more areas than just trading.
I mean, I think trading brings everything, amplifies everything. If you're not disciplined, if you are, if you're addictive, it all comes. Trading brings everything up. So the only solution is to work on yourself, try to be disciplined and focused, and find equilibrium in your life so you can spoil that into trading. It's I never thought I was going into such self-discovery journey. Yeah, but this is a big stuff. Yeah, it's no joke.
Yeah, we all just got in this to make a bit of money, not to become better people.
I thought I was entering magic computer money, internet money. But then I ended up in this emotional roller coaster. God damn it! Nothing is easy in life, right?
So back to the fuck it mode and fuck it feeling. To give some kind of value to anybody who's listening is, how do you stop that moment? Because it's easy to say, well, do you know what? When you feel that moment, you step away from the PC and do it like, hold on a minute. It's easy to say, but actually the reality is when you're in that feeling, it's very difficult to. I've personally found it very difficult to break that cycle. And the only thing that did stop me in the past was an edge. I don't know why this worked. Was stopping and either texting you or phoning you. Was to just pick up the phone and say, listen, I need to have a rant, or just to tell you how I'm feeling. It was the only thing. I think we went through a period of really holding each other to account. And I did feel if I don't tell Edge I'm doing this, or I'm kind of breaking that kind of agreement. So it's the only thing that I found. If I'm either foaming or feeling fuck it, I'll stop and I'll phone Edge or I'll text him. But it's very hard in that moment to say, oh, I'm going to be sensible now and step away and trade. Nah, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, the thing that I think helped kind of when we went through that period of ringing each other or texting each other or whatever, was thinking kind of what would Lee say. So
absolutely,
after would it be a case of, like, before I did anything, is it like emotionally, what would you have said I was doing after the fact? And then that kind of at least gets you to stop and think about what you're doing, rather than just doing it and then kind of just have whatever the consequences of it were, kind of accepting them. But if you can get yourself to stop and think, what am I doing, before kind of doing the thing that you're about to do,
Yeah.
That's a-
Self-realization.
yeah, that's a huge kind of plus.
So
And
I
then at
think
least you make a logical.
sorry, Edge. I was just going to say, I think it comes back down to having a support network, like Lee's mentioned before in the previous episodes, having that mastermind, having the people there to hold you accountable, not just yourself. Because you do need, well, I personally believe you need this kind of, you need like-minded people who you can bounce ideas off and ultimately hold each other responsible as well. So maybe that's something I need to do more, to be honest with you, because I do feel quite impulsive when I'm in that mode. I feel like I'm, just can't really stop myself.
I think you do, Nev, actually, and this is me calling you out live in the podcast. I think you do, because there has times I've said to you, you're right, can anything we do to help? You're like, no, I've got it, guys, I've got it.
Yeah.
And then the next week you do the exact same fucking thing. So I think you
Yeah.
probably do need to lean into us a little bit more.
Yeah. And also that's probably just my personality in general. I've always been like that just in life. So I suppose that's transferring through to trading as well. But no, it's definitely a good shout.
Cool. Okay, I think that was a good topic this week. I think we've touched on so many things we can have dedicated episodes on, so it's really exciting. Plenty of content to cover in upcoming episodes. Yeah. Okay, short and sweet this week. We've had to have a little bit of a short episode this week, unfortunately. Quickly round the tables. Anything else before we call it quits?
No, I'm looking forward to the future episodes. I feel like we've just got about 5 more topics from that one episode there.
Yeah,
brainstorming.
The only thing I'd add is just try not to get into the fuck it mode.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Avoid fuck it.
Yeah.
That's
and if you don't have a support network, find one quick.
You can always 100%. Reach out to us on
Twitter
and stuff, and we can at least talk through it and stuff.
Well, there's the segue. I'm going to be in the spot. What's the socials?
So Twitter is @Emotion Traders, and then YouTube is @The Emotional Traders. Give us a like, subscribe, follow, whatever. Helps us out.
Another episode in the bag. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yep, brilliant.
Yeah, me too.
Nice one. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.